Cool. Nice. So, hello everyone. We are here with another episode of Deep Philosophy Group. So, what are we gonna go do today? Maybe if you have seen the other video of ours, you would have basic idea. Even if you don't have, so we are just gonna have conversations, and we are just some philosophy enthusiasts. Maybe that's the right way of saying.
Kind of.
Yeah. So, we are just gonna have some conversations around some topics. We have a lot of cards and we'll choose one topic. Each topic is very controversial and open-ended. So we'll just give our opinions on that. You can give your opinions on our opinions. You can give your opinion on the topic. You can give some random opinions because that is what normal people do. So just give your opinions, whatever you think. Like just bash us in the comment section. Kill us. Okay, cool. Very basic introduction about us. Here we have the philosopher 3. I am philosopher 2. And we are philosophers. That's a very long conversation and introduction.
Yeah.
So yes, we'll start with the episode. We'll pick a random card. So you can choose any of the cards.
This one.
It was completely random.
Completely random. Is memory a reliable source of truth?
Amazing.
Interesting.
Okay, so how I like to go about it is that we take up each word, define it so that we are on the same page. So memory. What according to you memory is?
Memory is whatever in the current moment I think is true and recallable about the past.
Okay, so recallable things.
Yeah.
Recallable knowledge?
Recallable knowledge, events, whatever happened in the past.
Okay. A reliable source of truth. Reliable source. What do you call a reliable source?
Reliable source is something which you can give a higher percentage of in terms of if it's true or not. For example, if I trust you, I'm going to say, okay, I can rely on you that you're going to tell me the truth. Maybe some strangers come in and I'm going to rate him a lower reliability. Yeah.
Maybe there's one more thing, I guess I discussed it in the last episode also, which is the statistical part, that maybe out of 100 times that you want help from this person, maybe 95 times he helped you out. So that is where you can say that there's a threshold that after 95 you're reliable, before 95 you're not reliable.
Yeah.
Okay. Reliable source of truth. Okay, so how do you define truth?
Truth, to be honest, for me is experience. Whatever your experience is the truth. It's that simple.
Okay, I guess truth is going to be a very vivid kind of thing. Truth. I don't know, what is truth? Truth is...
This is truth. This color is truth. The sensation I get when I touch my hands is truth. Because it's an experience which I'm having right now in this moment and nothing can question it because it's directly experiencing itself.
Okay, cool.
For me, yeah.
Okay.
But you can define something else.
No, like, anyway, there's nothing truth. Whatever you said as a definition of truth may also not be truth.
You mean in terms of objective reality, right?
Maybe,
in objective reality, we all hold certain events, certain knowledge that it is this way or that way, and we might have a conflict about what it actually was in the past, in the future, in the current. Yeah.
I mean, truth maybe has perspectives, different perspectives. Maybe some people understand something as a truth, some people don't. I don't know. Okay, let's just start with the discussion. So, is memory a reliable source of truth? What's your take?
I would say no, because as I said, truth for me is the direct sensation that you are having right now. So if I touch my hands, I'm having a sensation. I can be 110% certain that this is truth because this is being experienced right now. The moment I remove my hand, it becomes past. Now it's a memory. Was I even touching my hands? Like I can even question that, even though it happened few seconds ago. But now it's a memory. It's not a current truth. Truth is always current and be holded in the moment to itself. So yeah, I don't think we can.
Okay, so you say that memory is not a reliable source of truth, or is it?
It's not.
It's not. Okay. I guess my answer would be similar, that memory is not a reliable source of truth because also like there's one more angle. Memory of whom? Memory of mine, memory of yours, memory of a collective group of people.
It's always from your perspective, to be honest. From my perspective, it's me. From your perspective, it's me. Because you cannot take my perspective because I am one individual, you are different, and the viewer is different. From their perspective, they are probably watching this in future, but right now for them is the current um, truth and memory.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So we can say, I would say that memory is not a reliable source of truth because, I mean, in order for you to find the truth, you need a lot more than memory. You
Mm.
need wisdom. Wisdom is also one thing. You need to have empathy to understand all the perspective in order to say maybe it is truth, maybe it is not. Most of the times, I think that truth is a function of moment. At that moment, what do you think is true? If you take any, for example, the movie Godfather, if you watch The Godfather, every person who has been killed has some reason behind that.
True.
So what I am trying to say is that memory is not just one of the like. It's not the reliable thing. There's a mixture of things that you need to define for truth.
I get your point because memory is just about what happened in the past.
Exactly.
But what's really driving your actions in the moment is not just the memory, but the memory is combined with emotions and history and your way of being, who you are, and what do you believe in. That all comes together into forming your decisions for what's going to happen next.
Exactly. Like wisdom, I guess, plays a very big role in finding the truth.
Hmm. Even though I said that we cannot rely on memory, I would say that there is a loophole in that as well because right now I do believe my memory was true that I actually touched my hand and I actually rely on it. I don't say that okay because I can question my memory, it doesn't mean that I should be on in the mindset that I'm gonna forget everything and no nothing happened. But the wisdom is that you can rely on it because the memory is so well established. Like I'm not just recalling if I touched my hand or not. I even have a memory of my childhood. I even have a memory of meeting my brothers, having a good life, and the history behind it. And I am pretty certain that the moment I walk out of this room, I'm going to see certain things which I saw while I was coming in back. So you can still rely on it, even though philosophically speaking, memory is not something you wanna 100% rely on.
Exactly. That is actually an interesting point that even if you say that memory is the only thing which brings out the truth, even then memory is not reliable because maybe what you remember is not correct. Like it's not exactly about like your memory is weak. Sometimes it's a human error.
So,
And also maybe something which happened in front of you made your memory, but the truth was maybe something else which you cannot see at that point of time. Like there are so many. You see, there are so many amazing episodes of almost all the sitcoms where there are five people and they come in to explain one situation in five different ways. And in each story, they are the main heroes in that story.
Yeah, it's
So,
all perspective.
Exactly, it's their perspective and how they are seeing that particular situation. For example, whenever anybody tells a story,
Yeah.
they kind of put them in the right position. But when you will listen to the same story from the other person, they will say that no, I was right.
It's like, for example, we are using our memory to tell about an event which happened in the past. But think about this. For example, if there was a mirror, right? So from my perspective, on the mirror, I was seeing my face. From your perspective, you were seeing your face. What's really happened was now we know that okay, mirror is actually reflecting and stuff, but it's a good example because we see how an objective reality from different perspective is very different for individuals, and everyone remembers their own version. Okay, so this is what happened. No, other one is going to say this is a 6. The other guy is going to say no, we saw a 9, but it was just a perspective difference.
I guess this is also one of those very old images where from here you see 4 lines, other person see 3 lines.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess so
Something like
perspective.
that.
I guess because like even if we say that memory is the only thing, even then memory is not reliable because first of all it can be a human error. Second thing can be that anything is not perfectly
Captured in our
captured
brain.
in your brain. Also maybe it is that you remember something but you're just not able to recall it. For example, I remember that in the 5th standard I was in my class, I was talking to one of my teachers, but what was I exactly talking? I don't remember. I just remember that face, bloody face.
Do you have any memory where you know something happened, but you're not sure if it was a dream or was it real? I have few memories which I still doubt. Like were those in dreams or did that actually happen? And I don't know the answer because it's like 20 years ago.
I have the answer to it. Like if in the end of it I am falling from the sky, it is a dream. if if I'm missing my exam in the end, yes, it is a dream. But your question, answering your question in the right way, I have never really faced that situation where I maybe sometimes I have. Maybe that is also what they call deja vu. That is what they call deja vu sometimes, because that is how your brain works. That your brain thinks that I've seen somewhere, maybe in my dream or somewhere in the past. And I guess that is how deja vu works. That even if you see one impression of of a collection of impressions that you had, your brain starts to connect all the dots and starts to make you think that you have seen this thing happening.
True.
Exactly. So maybe
Deja vu is pretty weird because, for example, if I lifted it up, for example, I was saying, oh, deja vu, I actually have seen this before, me lifting this up. But to be honest, did I knew about it? Like, why cannot I remember all the future deja vus right now? Like, why cannot I do that? So a scientific explanation is that deja vu is just happening in the moment. So someone does something, but the registration of the memory is actually happening before the information actually reaches your brain. So that's why the deja vu occurs. Otherwise, you should be able to recall all the future deja vus right now.
Fair point. Yeah. So if we have to kind of conclude this thing, we can say that memory is not a reliable source of truth.
Definitely not. Sorry,
So-
bros.
So even like we tried to give it a good chance, a good ground. For example, when we said that it's not a lot of things which defines it. It's even if it's only memory, even then it's not reliable because.
But I would strongly suggest do rely on your memory. In fact, if you're using a lot of notebooks and trying to save information about what you want to remember in some mobile applications and stuff, try to rely on your brain. Try to sharpen your memory. The more you use your memory, the better it's gonna get. Yeah.
I think from the financial end also it's very important that all your ATM pins and all these things you should remember. Or you should write it somewhere on the paper and not on electronical or any technological thing. It's a technological dystopia. You know, I was just listening to this thing that there are people who are using ChatGPT as their psychologist, and they are telling all the things that they feel about to ChatGPT. And like just recently, Sam Altman said that it's not that we are not using that information.
Your information out there. He
it
was so
is.
casual about it.
It is.
To be honest, every application who just even says that your information is private is not very private.
Exactly. So like even if you are also using ChatGPT as your psychologist, I mean, to be honest, like even if I want to use ChatGPT, ChatGPT is not really helpful in giving me the resolution of my mental or emotional problems. At the end of the day, it is a very philosophical answer it gives. Like it feels like I'm talking to Buddha. Not Buddha. Like
it's all about prompting. To be honest, if you're prompted right, it does give you some insight. Especially if you have given it all your memories about your childhood or what you are doing, who you are, your personality. And it does. Like I asked it, like criticize me about my personality and what my weakness, and it was pretty good at it. So basically, I should tell all to ChatGPT about this so that it can help in the future. Yeah, in a better way. Yeah, because you want to know about your weaknesses because we cannot see it. So someone else have to tell us. Like we were talking about memory, now our intelligence is not even something we need because we can just hand over to an application. You will do the intelligence. There was this one more research that was conducted that the people who use ChatGPT and the people who are not using ChatGPT have different brain stimulations and memory and all of those things. Like the people who are using ChatGPT more are having weaker memories. True. Yeah, that's but to be honest, it have been different for me. Because the way I'm using AI, it actually enhanced my brain because I'm now forced to think about variables in a deeper way. I'm like have to feel the sensation of what I'm about to say and how it's hitting all the different variables because AI is still not good at it. So I'm elevating myself a bit on the hierarchy of thinking level, and I have to think about like gradually and about everything rather than just specific variables. And that's where prompting even comes in. Yeah. See, I guess that is with any technology. Whenever a new technology comes in, it picks up a few people and it makes other people's life better. So I guess that is how technology works. It's upon you. Double-edged sword. It's like a double-edged sword. And industrial revolution did that. Internet did that. Computer did that. For some people, their lives got. For some people, their lives got better. Largely, if you would see, like most of the technological advancement are better for the society in the longer run. I mean, like maybe AI is also good for society, but is it good for human civilization or maybe an evolution of it? That's a difficult question to be honest because it like we said it's a double-edged sword. So it might hurt humans by taking away their intelligence resources by doing all the intelligent work, and we are not supposed to do any of the hard works, and that will make us lazy. Our brain has to stop literally gonna stop making those neuron pathways and stuff. So that's a possibility. But on the other hand, aren't we humans fed up with capitalism? Aren't we like done with this system where we don't even have enough money at the after working for 70 years? We don't have the money to even get retired, to be honest. There are so many people who are struggling right now to feed their families as well. Even though we have the resources, we have the technology, but we don't have the system in place because capitalism is just sucking up everyone to gain more and more. But once the AI is into play, I am hoping, again, this might not go the way I'm thinking, but it might happen that the AI actually demolish the current system and establish something new like universal basic income. That would be pretty good for a lot of people, and in fact, more than the 50% of the people, because the life we are living in with the white collar jobs and living in a fancy place, most of the people don't have that, especially in the village and the rural areas. They don't have that.
So yeah, that was all. That was all about this episode. We really have to know about your viewpoints on these things. Whatever we said, do you agree with that? Do you not agree with that? At the end of the day, whatever we are saying is bullshit because whatever people say is bullshit.
Your
So-
truth belongs to you.
Exactly. Yes, that's the quote of the day. Your truth belongs to you. Just like this, share it with your friends and comment, like just bash us in the comment section. I'm completely giving you the autonomy on that. And give us your opinion on this topic. Give us an opinion on our opinions. And just subscribe to this channel if you really want to have more of these conversations. We've already posted one more video of us. We'll keep on posting more videos. We have a lot more topics, man. So we have a lot of topics. Don't worry, we are not going to go out of content. And at the end of the day, nothing is true, nothing is a lie. It's just reality. But what is reality? There's no reality. All of this is simulation. So thanks a lot, guys. Just have a good life ahead.
Cool. Thank you. Bye.